A positive integer n has exactly three positive divisors, 1, p, and n. If the sum of these divisors is 91, so we know that the sum of these divisors are 91, what is the sum of the digits of n? Okay, so let's take a look at the first part of this problem. So the three positive divisors that are given to us is 1, p, and n. So I think an easy approach for going about this problem is first finding what the value of n is. And given the information, we can assume that n equals to p squared. Why this is true is because we could clearly see that the divisors are multiplying by a positive factor of p, because 1 times p gives us the value of p, and then p times p would give us p squared. So we have our three positive divisors here. So now if we know that the sum of these divisors are 21, we want to find the sum of the digits of n. So we could actually just make a quadratic equation by writing this, because we know n is p squared, and then our second divisor is p, and then our next one is plus 1. And we know the sum of this is 91. So if we just continue to simplify this, so we have our quadratic equation equal to 0 on the right side. We could just get p squared plus p minus 90 equals to 0. Now we would solve this exactly the way we would solve a quadratic equation. So let's use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And looking at this, at the equation that is given to us, we see that a would equal to 1, because there's a 1 here. And then b would also equal to 1, as the p thing has a factor of 1, not factor, but has a coefficient of 1. And then c would equal to negative 90. So now if you plug in these values into the quadratic formula, you will see that the two factors we get is x equals to 9, and then x equals to negative 10. So we know that 10 wouldn't work because we see that the divisors have to be positive, so we could cross out the factor of x equals to negative 10. So we would use x equals to 9 to find the value of n. So instead of writing x, we could also write p, because p is basically the variable we're using for the quadratic equation. So we know if p equals to 9, we could just do 9 squared, and then we see that n equals to 81. However, we're asked to find the sum of the digits of n. That means the answer to this problem would simply just be 8 plus 1, which equals to 9.